Hi everyone, it's Dutch Reefer here. Welcome to this weekly tank update. So, to start off with some good news, the Montipora eating Nudibranch are almost completely gone. At least I haven't seen any for the past few days, which is good news. And basically that's all thanks to this small Halicurus Wrasse, which is right here. And it's a bit shy, so let's see if we can find it. And otherwise we'll zoom into it later, since I want to show you that it has gotten quite fat. And I guess that's due to the fact that it's eating all these little slugs. So I want to show you, this is the piece I've been showing you for the past few weeks, so that's a good reference. Let's see if we can zoom in a little. Yeah, you can actually see that the white edges have gone, and actually if you look closer you can see that the tissue is starting to regrow again, which is great news because that shows signs of recovery, and that means that the slugs are being defeated, and that's of course great news since this is a beautiful colony, at least it was, and now it's starting to heal. So really happy with that. Other than that, I have moved this Toadstool, which used to be right here, where the red Goniopora is now, which is doing awesome, by the way. So I think this Goniopora really digs this new spot that I've given it. There's actually one behind that as well. It was just a little small frag, but its tentacles, its polyps are extending so very wide. As you can see right here, really long I mean, so it's just a very small frag if you look at the base of it. This is it, and then the polyps are extending massively, which gives it a nice different view from all the other ones. So getting back to the Toadstool, it was right here. It was getting too big. I fragged it. It didn't look very well. It just didn't heal properly. Then I moved it here, which is another Goniopora, which we'll get into later. While the Avansi Anthias yawns a little bit. And then, based on some more suggestions by you folks, I moved it up here. Why? Because it has a lot more light up here and a lot more flow. And as you can see, it's moving around quite a bit. Not yet blasting, but I think this is good for now. And well, as you can see, the polyps are nicely recovering again. I've moved it here 3 days ago. So for the last 2 days, it has been extending its polyps quite well. And I hope that next week I can show you even more recovery. So in the end, thank you for all the tips, and thank you for solving this problem together with me. And well, it's actually, I mounted it on the skeleton of this Montipora. So this Montipora had extended out of the tank wall towards the front, which was completely eaten by the Montipora eating slugs. So I was able to glue this Toadstool there. So the circle of life, using the old skeleton from the Montipora to mount the leather coral. So as you can see, it's really close to the surface and it's doing well. So like I said, there's a new Goniopora in town. I really like Gonioporas. If you haven't yet, you can watch a somewhat older video where I'm telling you how to take care of Goniopora. They're a beautiful kind of coral with beautifully extending polyps. So this one is blue/purple. It's actually depending on the time of day and the way you look at it. Sometimes it looks more blue, sometimes it looks more purple. Let's see how it develops over the next few weeks and months and see how it turns out. It's quite a nice piece. Also similarly extending its polyps to the red one and the green yellow one. So it's still of course a bit shy since it's only in there for not even a week, so for I think 4 days now. But given the fact that it's in there for only 4 days, it's doing well. It was also extending pretty nicely at the local fish store, so I thought let's go for this one. So a quick peek around the Goniopora. I'm really fond of these corals. I really like the way the polyps extend. This pink one is beautiful. This purple one with a little pink as well. Like I showed you this one. This one. So there in total there's 7 in my tank right now, and well, I can really appreciate them. And of course I will be migrating all of them to my new tank. So only 6 weeks left until we get the keys to the new house, so that's quite exciting. Until then, I'm keeping this tank, of course, I'm keeping it running. When we get the keys, I'm also making the appointment to get the new tank, which is about twice as big as this tank, so very relieved that the fish will get a new house, since some of them are getting quite big. And although it's still fine, I can see that some of them are, well, pretty much in need of a bigger tank. For example, this copper band, which is a really calm fish, but also getting quite big. 4.5 years going strong now. Very happy with this fish, which is posing really nicely now. Hi there. Like I've mentioned before, it's one of my favorite fish, and I'm definitely looking forward to migrating it to the new tank. Very curious as to how it will do in the new tank. Here's the Wrasse, which I wanted to show you before when it was peeping, and now it's gone again. But like I mentioned, it has done a great job at cleaning up the tank. Let's see if we can get the image a little bit less blue by focusing on some different part. Well, that's clearly not working that well. So also the fox face is getting bigger and bigger. So also a good thing that in a month or two, 6 to 8 weeks, it can migrate to the new tank, and I don't have to get rid of it anymore. I've had a few fox faces in the past, but then again, after they grew fairly large, I had to get rid of them since they really became too large for the tank. And well then, of course it's better if it moves to a new tank. So here it is again, you can see its fat belly. I'm really fond of this fish, even though it was just meant as a Nudibranch eating slug killer. I'm definitely going to keep this one since it's a very active fish, very curious, looking around the tank all the time. So happy with that. So the Stylophora is also a nice piece which I've had, which I bought as a frag a few months back. It's been growing really nicely. Its base is pink, and then the polyps are becoming green. So it's a really nice contrast between the pink color and the green color. Then of course the zoanthus, which are always happy. And you actually need to prune the Nudibranch a bit, since as you can see, all these zoanthus are growing in between them, under them, and essentially taking away the light. So it's a good idea to frag it for a bit, which I will. So other than that, this Gorgonian has been doing really well over the past few months. So really good to see the nice purple Gorgonian. And I see we're already reaching the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to zoom out. Thank you for watching this video again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.